This is Danielle with Clean House Simple Mama, and you are watching me. I don't know this yet. I need to come up with something. So that wasn't that hard. We're gonna do a car video today because this is where I am and this is where I have time to talk. Okay. Okay, so I recently had a subscriber and they said, see, that wasn't that hard, which if you are the one that wrote that, I'm not judging you at all. I like you as a subscriber, but I have been wanting to talk about that and it just sparked to this video. So that wasn't that hard. 95% of the time, it is not that hard. It's really not. It's the doing it that's the hard part, okay? It's actually taking the 5 minutes or the hour and a half, as I'm talking about my dishes, okay? Because my dishes were real bad and I hadn't done them in a while and I needed to do it. And I know every time I walk past those dishes, I needed to do them. I knew it in my head and logically I needed to do it. But I was stuck. Okay? Once I started doing it, it was easy peasy. I have 2 sinks that are available for doing dishes now. I have dishes to do still, but I can do them now easily because I got the pre-dishes stuff done. I don't know. If you watched my live the other day, you understand what I'm talking about. It wasn't just about doing the dishes. I'm trying to vlog and do blogging stuff. So I had to take pictures, then I had to clean the sink so that the dishes that I put in there, you know, could be clean. So it was more than just doing the dishes, which once I started, it really wasn't that bad and it wasn't hard. I know it wasn't hard. It's not that hard, honestly. It's the doing it that's hard. Do you understand me? I hope I'm getting this point across. I wrote some things down. So decision paralysis. It's a real thing and I have it. It's hard starting because I don't know where to start. I have to make the decision to start. And so that's part of it. Okay? Time. Time is a tricky, fickle thing. So I'm busy all of the time. I'm busy all the time. But I have time to sit down and get on Facebook. I have time to sit down and, you know, just not do anything. Just sit there. I have time to do other things. Why don't I have time to do the dishes? The next thing is where to start. That huge pile of dishes. Where do I start? So I ended up starting, you know, in one place and I moved to the next place. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You can't think of the whole project as this huge thing that needs to get done, which is where my head was. I needed to just think of it as, okay, I need to start, so I'm gonna pick up this dish and put it somewhere and get it out of the way so that I can have a sink to do dishes in. My original idea was I was gonna do dishes in a tote, okay? But then as I started picking up the dishes, there wasn't as many dishes as I thought there was. So I didn't need the tote. I just needed to clean the sink out. It was way bigger of a project in my head than it was in real life, okay? All the things to do before you can do the thing. So what that means is, for this case, I'm talking about all the things that I had to do before I did the dishes. So I had to take the picture for the blog post. I had to do a before video shoot of it. I had to, and that's basically it. But in my head, there was this whole list of things I needed to do. I really didn't need to do a whole bunch of things. And so it just, it just was a huge project in my head when I really didn't need to have a huge project. It was just a normal project. And I just needed to take it a little bit by little bit to make it into a big project. Just like my whole house. My whole house is a project, y'all. But I'm taking it shelf by shelf, or I'm taking it, section of floor by section of floor. This is how I'm doing it. And I've made a lot of progress. If you would like to watch my journey, there it is. Okay. Mental block. So I was mentally cut off from it. It's kind of like decision paralysis, where I didn't know what to do next. That was a complete mental thing. I emotionally did not want to go into that. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. I'm sorry. For those of you that do your dishes all the time, it's like, it's dishes. It's part of life. You do it. I know that. I know. In all of the times that I had the dirty dishes in the sink and stuff, I felt like I was being a bad mom. I felt like I was not being healthy, which we weren't, because we're eating out a lot. I fed my children. For those of you who think that the kitchen was unusable, they still ate. Just putting that out there, okay? My kids definitely ate. We went over to my mom's. We eat at my church on Wednesday nights. They ate. You can tell. Okay, I'm sorry. So those are a few things that play into why it is that hard. But it is not that hard at the same time. Us of those who are not people that just do things, right? There's people out there, they just get stuff done, okay? They just do it, and I don't know how they do it. Like, for instance, Lisa from Farmhouse on Boone, when she cooks, she is a messy cooker. And I'm like, how do you do that? And then you just wipe it off when you're done. Because she has a clean kitchen, she has a clean house, she has no clutter and all that kind of stuff. So it's easy for her. She just whoop when she's done with it. She just cleans it. I can't do that yet. And so it's just hard. It's just hard. I'm also a perfectionist. I also have ADHD. What else is up with my brain? Procrastination galore. I don't know. So I don't, and that's not what's wrong with me. Those are attributes of me that make me fun, but also super challenging at times. So, some people are just do it people. And then there's others of us who are over analyzers. Like, I don't know how this is going to work, so I'm not even going to try. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys? I hope it's making sense, because I don't know how to voice this. I don't know how to share this with you guys that don't have this feeling of it wasn't that hard. So sentimental stuff is hard a lot of the times, especially if you have too much of it. I'm going to be making a video on how to kind of remedy that. What else is hard? Stuff isn't hard. It's just the doing it. It's just the doing it that's hard. It's just the doing it. You just gotta do it. Otherwise, you're just gonna stay in the same place that you're at now. So to move forward, how do y'all move forward? One step at a time. Literally, if I wanted to walk, when I walked across Spain, well, not all the way across Spain, I walked through Spain. How did I do that? I didn't think I was going to be able to do that, but I did. I just did one step at a time. And I walked like 62 miles in Spain. Hills and all. So, I don't know. You just got to do it. I'm just telling you right now, there's no more excuses, okay? Just start. And most of the time you'll find out that that huge mountain of overwhelmingness that you have in your life, it's not that hard. It wasn't that hard. It's just, you got to break it down. So just break it down. So if I have an overwhelming closet, right? Just take one section at a time. Take one shelf at a time. Take 10 hangers at a time. You can do it. 5 minutes matters. 5 minutes matters. Snail pace still wins the race. Snail pace wins the race, folks. Okay? We're gonna get there. We're gonna get to the finish line. We just gotta take our time. Thanks for watching. How do you eat an apple?